This week in London, there were issues both inside and outside Parliament which were of interest to me. There was a major lobby on the question of our abortion laws, and I took the opportunity to speak to people there and to record some videos for them in their just campaign against our most aggressive abortion laws. There also was a lobby in Parliament by the National Farmers Union, participated in by the Ulster Farmers Union, and I talked to those folk and then spoke briefly in the Westminster Hall debate again on the iniquitous inheritance tax proposal which will devastate so many family farms. I must say I do greatly welcome the vote of no confidence by the Ulster Farmers Union in our useless Agriculture Minister at Stormont. In the chamber itself, there was an issue which was an unmissable opportunity for me, where they were talking about the determination to secure the decommissioning of Hamas's weapons. Well, of course, as you'd expect, I asked whether it would go any better than the promised decommissioning by the last Labour government of IRA weapons, which then mysteriously and unsurprisingly were able to turn up and murder again in the hands of dissidents, etc. So I did rub home that point rather about that. The major debate for me this week was on the sentencing bill. Now, the sentencing bill includes a number of provisions that do not apply to Northern Ireland, but the one that is supposed to apply to us is that which provides for the deportation of foreigners convicted of serious criminal offences. And yet, surprisingly, I was the only Northern Ireland MP to even bother attend, never mind speak in that debate. And when I did speak, I drew out the fact that because of the protocol, and many people think the protocol applies only to trade. No, it doesn't. It applies to a vast array of things, including so-called rights. That's why in the past we've seen the Rwanda bill, the legacy bill, the illegal migration bill, all struck down in part in Northern Ireland because under the protocol there are rights, so-called, which can be exploited, which aren't available in the rest of the United Kingdom. And it could be the same in respect of the deporting of foreign criminals. So I pressed home that matter. I got a commitment from the government, for what it's worth, that if it turns out that I'm right about that, and that it will not be possible to deport foreign criminals because of the protocol, then they will address that and correct it. Well, will they? We'll wait and see. So quite a busy week in Parliament. I also was happy to support Nigel Farage's 10-minute rule bill in terms of the United Kingdom, all of the United Kingdom, leaving the ECHR. Sadly, it was voted down, but it was an opportunity to lay that necessity before the House, and it was a lively few minutes debate in which I was very happy to support that proposition. So another week over at Westminster, and back again next week to do what I do. Thank you very much.